What's up, guys? Wanted to pop on today, talk a little Giants football. That was a big win Sunday versus the Raiders, man. That game basically, to me, saves our season. I'm gonna lower this on you guys. And well, let's just talk here for a moment, man. Because there's a real opportunity for this Giants team. And I've been saying this the last few days on people's streams, and you also heard a big name in the football world, Bill Cowher, call the Giants his second half of the season most dangerous team on the rise. I tell you what, man, this defense has come strong the last 3 weeks. We should have won the Chiefs game, and we hope it doesn't come back to bite us. A couple games this year we should have won, but recently the Chiefs, let's be honest, we didn't dominate the team, but we outplayed a Kansas City Chiefs team in an Arrowhead, who's still one of the top teams in the league. I don't care what they've been playing like, because that team will find their way out of it and still be there somewhere towards the end. We should have won that game. Come home, played a really gritty football game against the Raiders. And the Giants defense is now standing out in the league the last 3 weeks as one of the top in football. But back to what we were last year, man. What we expected. We'll give it the yards between the 25 and 25. And once you get inside the 25, we're locking up, and you ain't finding no sevens. In the last 3 games, the New York Giants defense has allowed 0 second half touchdowns in football. All 3 games, second halves. There's something to be said about that. Alright? Just fix this up right here. I'm going to tell you right now. Man, we're going into a bye feeling good. Alright? The teams in front of us is Atlanta Falcons and the Saints. We beat the Saints. Carolina to me is a fraud. Carolina to a lot of people is a fraud. We beat them. We smoked them. And I tell you what, Sam Darnold's now going to be out for a few weeks, and that's another big hit on the team. Regardless of Sam or not, Carolina is not a good football team, and that's being proven as the season's gone on. Alright? And I'm going to tell you right now, we're a game and a half out. The Falcons could lose to Dallas this week, and we could be 1 game out of a wild card spot. It's too early to talk about wild card. I know it sounds funny. The Giants haven't been good in 5 years. I get all that. But hey, facts are facts. We got a bye. We're going to Tampa. We're going to be fully loaded. The healthiest we've been all year. And a lot of people have been waiting to see the New York Giants be healthy, so we can find out what Daniel Jones could do. And I think a lot of us already know what Jones can do, that a lot of the nation yet doesn't know. So you know what? We're going to let them find out. We're going to have a healthy Tony, a healthy Golladay, a healthy Saquon Barkley, which opens up the entire offense, play action, passing game. The holes Booker ran through last week, Barkley would have scored on at least 2 of those. Long distance. I think Barkley could have had about $180 last week and 2 touchdowns. If we could keep the line going and opening holes, you get a healthy Barkley back. You now got something you haven't had. A 1-2 punch between Barkley and Booker, which could be huge. Alright? Eventually you'll get Shepard back. Whatever. Don't feel like we even need the guy anymore. If you could have a healthy Golladay, Tony, you're mixing a Slayton. And as I've been saying all along, I'll stick on the boat with Evan Ingram. I could see that guy being a factor in the second half, just like he was last Sunday with that monster catch down the sideline, man. Those are the things I expect to see out of this guy, and more over the middle stuff. The O-line is going to get back the biggest piece of this team of all, I feel like, Andrew Thomas. So we could lock down the blind side for Jones and allow him to fake handoffs to Barkley and look down the field. He's proven to have... He's one of the best deep throwers in the league right now. I believe he's first or second in 20 and beyond completions. Regardless, he's up there. His bomb is on the money. You just can't open up the game and throw all over when your blind side is allowing guys to run right through in a second or two, taking shots at Jones from the naked side, all right? So, you know, I gotta give credit to Garrett. He has a real feel for this offense, man. Him and Jones have come along together. He had to change his game plan early Sunday on the fly. You don't think he would have liked to open it up and throw some more? Get Tony and Galladay the ball? Of course he would. But he saw that the Raiders front four was going to destroy us. We weren't going to have that type of time. So what did he do? He brought in the reins. He closed up the game. And we went right so that we're going to run the ball right up your throat. And you know what? It worked. Okay? 30 runs. All right? You had 30 runs. You had 0 turnovers on those runs. You had 0 penalties on those runs. Booker had 99 yards, and I believe for a team we rushed for 143. We had the time of possession, and we won the game. And your defense is playing on a level where you could just play the game for what it is and allow the defense to do what it has to do in the fourth quarter. Xavier McKinney is emerging as a star. We all knew he was going to be. All right? Listen, the secondaries come around. I'll take the bend but not break defense like we did last year. In this type of age of football, it's pretty much what you got to do. It's very hard to have a complete lockdown D in this league. You know, the rules and the refs don't allow for it. But if you can bend and not break, and at the end of the day, don't give up the points, that's where you have a good D and you win games. Get back Andrew Thomas. Huge for this O-line. Who's grinded out this year and fought. And there's a kid that we brought in, man, and I'm excited about it. A lot of people don't believe, hey, this kid Isaiah Wilson was a first-round pick, all right? It didn't work with the Titans. He's young. I believe he's 22. He's had some, he has to grow up a little outside. I think he stopped the partying. He's worked hard on getting his weight back under control and into football shape with the Giants. The Giants have taken a chance, and what I'm hearing out of camp is he's looking really, really good, taking reps with the starting line. And if you could get this kid in there as a guard and he emerges, then you know what? Once again, the man who's the punching bag for this franchise, Gettleman, he takes the punches and keeps rolling. He might have stole a stud in Isaiah Wilson. We're going to find out real fast here because I believe by the game in a week and a half against Tampa, this kid might be getting some plays. And as the season goes on, you're going to see a lot more of Isaiah Wilson, and we might have found ourselves a hell of a piece. Hey, we're going to find out. And a lot of that goes into coaching, man. This team is proving in the last 2 weeks they should have beat the Chiefs. They should have beat the Chiefs. They beat the Raiders. And they're showing you they believe in this system and they believe in this head coach. They believe in the coaching staff. They've bought in. Judge has got these guys playing really hard. They've bounced back up. If you look at the schedule over the rest of this season, I think we got 8 games left. You look at the teams that will be fighting for those last 2 wild card spots. You know, you got Atlanta, Carolina, the Saints. You want to throw Seattle's probably getting ready to make a run as Wilson's healthy again. You want to throw the Niners in there, even though the Niners don't even look like they're interested in football this season. Atlanta, Carolina. I'm one guy that will tell you to push Carolina out. And the loss the other night by the Bears, that's a big one that hurts them. But I guess they'll be hanging around. You got the Vikings who find ways to lose every single week. They look like a good team until the final minutes of a game. Dude, why not us? I'm here to tell you right now, the Giants are going to go to Tampa and they're going to give Tampa all they can eat. Everything they could chew on, everything they can handle. We've seen it last year. We see it every time the Giants line up against Brady. We're going to Tampa. You hope Tampa... You listen, Tampa goes to Washington this week. They'll probably take care of business. You know, you don't want to see them get knocked off there because then they're going to focus on us. Let them get their win. Let them be happy. Let's go to Tampa like a snake. Man, we coming in there, and I'm telling you right now, the Giants going to treat that game like it's a playoff game. It's going to be intense. We're going to come hard. We got young kids like Al-Julari and Roche that are coming strong off the edges. Leo's having a beast of a year again. Dexter's emerging. The Giants' defense is playing strong. You're going to have your full offense, including your left tackle and your star running back. And I'm excited as hell, man. I'm going to tell you right now. And the Giants have a big history of winning games in Tampa their entire lives. Okay? Including the 1990 Super Bowl. And they go to Tampa. Even Daniel Jones' first win as a rookie was in Tampa as he ran across that goal line. I just wanted to make this video and tell people my feelings. This is Giants team, I think, is on the verge of a run this second half, and the schedule is favorable. Go get 8 wins. Go 5-3 in the second half and get to 8-9. You'll have a shot in the last week of the season to play for a get-in wild card game. It might be tiebreakers. It might miss by a half. Hey, get to 8 wins. Get to 7 wins going into the last week of the season. Anything else than that is a cherry on a cake. Go to the last week of the season with a game to play for. I believe the Giants will. And even if you miss the playoffs and you finish 8-9, I don't care what people say. That's just hate talk. You cannot tell me you don't keep this regime together for one more year. Because you'll know that the Giants are a couple pieces in the draft on the O-line and one edge rusher away from being legitimately a real football team next year, a playoff team. What we expected this year might be next year, but like I said, let's go on a run in the second half. Let's enjoy this, because I think the Giants are on the verge of a major run, man. I'm being real. I'm not just talking out of emotion. We're coming. We're right there. That was a big win. And if we ever went to Tampa and ran out of that stadium with a W, this fan base will be off the walls. And we'll have real playoff talk to talk about, all right? Because we could win that game and get to 6-6. Eagles don't scare me, and the Dolphins is a trash can, all right? So it is what it is, man. Keep your chin up. Let the Giants enjoy their week and a half off. It came at the beautiful time off a big win where we're going to get a lot of big players back, rested and brand new. And the team, I really believe, has a new focus right now, and they've gained some confidence the last 2 weeks. Yes, you could gain confidence out of a loss to the Chiefs. You played with the best of them. You outplayed them, and you should have won. You beat yourself on a stupid taunting mistake. The refs don't help. They usually don't. But, like I said, man, this is going to be a good second half of the season. You get that feeling, man, the feeling we haven't had in many years. You just got a feeling the Giants are, like, turning a corner right now. We're going to find out. And we're going to get a nice big test on Monday night. And I'll tell you right now, I'm on the same page as Bill Cowher. The Giants could be a dangerous second half of the season football team in the NFL. Keep sleeping on us. You sleep on us, you wake up and the Giants will be staring you right in the face at the end of the season. I'm The Miz, and I love talking football with you guys.